Hi everyone. Hello to all of you and a very welcome to. Please let me know if I am properly audible and visible to all. Um, you can text me here. आप मुझे चैट में यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं. So, uh, thank you so much, Chetan Ranjan. So, those who are watching me for the first time, I am your faculty of English here, Niharika John Mehra, and I have been teaching English for more than 10 years now. You will find many of my sessions here. My usual timing is 1:30 p.m. on YouTube, Monday, Wednesday, Friday on this channel 1:30 p.m. and remaining 3 days on our sister channel CGB IBPS Hub. तो डेली क्लासेस यहाँ पर आपको मेरी मिलेंगी. गुड अमाउंट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. ऑल्सो द क्लासेस आर अंडर आर कोर्सेज. These are available on our platform. उसकी लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिलेगी. Do check them out. And on our app you get great mentors, especially one-on-one mentorship आपको मिलती है. Very beneficial for any aspirant. Okay, तो आप उसे भी ज़रूर चेक करिएगा. So we are gonna start with the practice now. आपको आंसर यहाँ टाइमर के साथ में चैट में देने हैं and I hope that you will think through the question and answer. लेकिन जल्दी से फटाफट एक बार लाइक और शेयर कर दो. We are gonna start with some fill-ups. So there is one blank and there are 3 words. All can come, only one or any two can come. आपको इसका आंसर देना है. Simple. Answer is only one for this one. Now, as soon as the whistle is blown, the children will scuttle across the park in search of Easter eggs. Scuttle is scramble, but the form here of scrambled was wrong. will के साथ word का first form आना था. Scuttle and scramble मतलब separate हो जाना, and it's not like a particular direction you have already planned, already chosen to follow. बस बिखर जाना, इधर उधर हो जाना, उसको स्कटल या स्क्रैम्बल करना कहते हैं. इम्ब्यू इज किसी चीज में कोई चीज इंस्टिल हो रही है. ओके, सो दिस इज नॉट व्हाट वी विल टॉक अबाउट द चिल्ड्रन. तो ये एक्शन यहाँ काम का नहीं था. नेक्स्ट वन. Second and third one. He put out the bonfire so the wind would not aggravate or intensify the flames. Flames को increase करना. Aggravate is talking about the same thing where we mean कि intensity में increase, intensity wise increase ना हो. Talking about the first word, overdrive over plus drive. This way you can remember and recollect this word. Now, of course, this is a very specific word that relates to the motor vehicle, but हम उस वाले मीनिंग को इतना ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देंगे because we won't have that specific context in exam. But yes, the other meaning, that is a state. Overdrive as a noun, the state where something is happening in a very excessive manner, aggressive तरीके से कुछ हो रहा है, exhaust हो जा रहे हैं, तो overdrive बोलते हैं. तो of course इसका काम यहाँ था. Make sure to like and share the session. In case you are late, no problem at all. Start from this question, keep answering here. Okay? On. Answer here is only the third one. So in chemistry, we learn how to dash solutions and mixtures by their chemical symbols. So whatever the solution or a mixture is, उसको आप समझ रहे हो how to work first form, that is to decipher, to know them, to decode them, because symbols से you are understanding कि solution में क्या क्या है, mixture में क्या क्या है. Bewilder is किसी को चौंका देना, and that's why we cannot use here because we are talking about something that is done on solutions. Unraveled भी नहीं बोलेंगे. Unraveled is when something comes into display which was hidden. पर फॉर्म ही गलत है यहाँ पे, तो बहुत ही सिंपल था आंसर सी. I would have loved seeing you people answer here. Answer is first and the second one. In a tornado warning, the dash thing to do is to take shelter immediately in the lowest level of your building. This is a good advice. So we are going to talk about something that is wise, जिसे हम sagacious and judicious बोलते हैं. Both of them, they mean wise, something which is of wisdom. Tender is an adjective, but tender is something where things are very soft, easily breakable, नाजुक होती हैं, and that's why we cannot use this word here. Answer is only the third one. Dash about winning next year's race, Laura followed a strict training plan. She was adamant. Adamant होना actually डटे रहना या ढीठ होना दोनों हो सकता है. In this case, it is in a positive context that she has to do this, she knows this, and she is gonna do the same. Composure is maintaining a balance in oneself. अपने आप में एक balance को बनाए रखना. And poise as a noun means having that kind of personality that is full of grace, okay, and yeah, elegance है काफी. Both of them, they don't relate to anything that is about the race. I can only be adamant about something that I want to win this race means I want to win this. Okay. Here you have the instruction. Please go through it. I will, of course, be taking tough words. I'll help you guys out with them. This is just one question we have here to show you the pattern, that this could be a pattern that we get to see in exam. Hmm. So the question pattern is where you have first word, second word is a synonymous word, and the third one is antonym of second. That means of both first and the second word. So synonym, synonym, antonym. ये sequence होना चाहिए. Okay. You have to mark the one. There is an option which does not hold true the pattern. मतलब वो synonym, synonym, antonym नहीं है, and that is E1. Quaint and strange. Now, they are synonymous in the way quaint is not exactly strange, but it talks about something which is a little bit quirky, bizarre. It may be good one, but it could also be the strange one. So, ये दोनों synonym है. Usual is something which is very common, so ये उसका opposite हो जाता है. Ravage is to destroy and renovate is to build something back up. So, ये दोनों first and second जो थे आपस में synonyms थे. एंड थर्ड वन उनका एंटोनिम था. अरेन करना या इंडाइक्ट करना, इट इज टेकिंग समबडी टू कोर्ट. ओके, जिसके ऊपर हम ट्रायल चार्जेस लगा रहे होते हैं. वहीं पर एक्सकल्पेट कर देना इज डिक्लेयरिंग दैट समबडी इज नॉट गिल्टी, सो देयर इज नो टेकिंग द पर्सन टू द कोर्ट. ओके, बॉडी एंड रिबेल्ड एक दूसरे के सिनोनिम है, विच मीन somewhere someone is rude in personality, or it is not decent, not okay, it is not acceptable, it could be vulgar, it could be filthy. तो उसको bawdy या फिर rebel बोलते हैं. Decent इसका antonym है for both the words, and these two words are synonymous. Predicament and plight are synonymous to each other. ठीक है, दोनों का मतलब होता है something which is problematic, a difficult situation. तो उसका ऑपोजिट किसी चीज का रिजल्ट नहीं होगा, कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस रिजल्ट आउटकम ऑफ समथिंग. सो दिस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लास्ट वर्ड द पैटर्न डज नॉट होल्ड ट्रू. तो वो आपका आंसर था. Now read the question instruction carefully and answer this. Answer here. So first of all, the question is to mark the correct part. Okay, all can have errors, or there could be no error at all. For that, D or E option. The Creole woman, in particular, you yourself you are getting here. There is a hint that we are talking about a specific woman, and the also Creole is उसकी nationality, उसकी origin कहाँ का है, is said to have been distinguished. Have been distinguished is said to be distinguished. Have been नहीं आएगा, to be, and after that adjective आएगा. By a lack of prudery and uninhibited passion. Passions नहीं बोलेंगे because we are specifically talking about the one जो uninhibited है. तो यहाँ पे a freedom of expression inexplicable to any other person. ये तो सही था, option में ही नहीं था. From that we understand that there is there are not multiple passion. There is just one passion available here जो uninhibited है, and that's why यहाँ पर C error free था. All have errors. A notice that was circulated across the office, not among, they were not taking part in something. This is a circulation happening. Across the office मतलब एक कोने से दूसरे कोने तक सबको गया. So across is the correct preposition to be used. Laid down, that's the right way to say laid नहीं होता है वैसे भी. Some ground rules. Ground, the word itself can act as an adjective, which means the basic rules they have to follow, foundational rules. तो यहाँ पे grounded नहीं आएगा. If you use the word grounded, it means something जो जमीन से जुड़ा है, metaphorically or literally. हाँ? At all costs, under all circumstances. This is also a preposition mistake. At all circumstances गलत, relationship establish कर रहा है. So A, B, C, D, all they have error. E was not to be included because that is the highlighted part without any error. So all the remaining parts have error. Start working on this one. A. That's the error-free part. The conversation with the psychologist affected and किसी चीज को लेकर आना, इफेक्ट करवाना होता है. ओके, So if you are under the impression that the word effect is only found in the family of noun, please know it is also something that is found under verbs, but the meaning has nothing to do with the meaning असर जो इसका हिंदी में meaning main meaning. Okay, so side effect वाला effects नहीं या effect नहीं है ये. As a verb, it means two things. First is किसी चीज को लागू करना या किसी चीज को लेकर आना. So the conversation affected it brought forth an unwitting revelation on a latent side to herself, one which she had not known existed. नहीं जानती थी. Did not known तो वैसे भी नहीं आता because did के साथ वर्ब का थर्ड फॉर्म कैसे आएगा. And in the manner, now I'm not talking about good manners, bad manners, I'm talking about the tariqa, the way. So, and in the manner that could metaphorically be compared with the peeling of an onion layer by layer. So again, you have mistakes here. Only A part was mistake free, and option B tells us that A is the option, is the part error free. So answer आपका option number B. That means A part in the question is error free. ये था. Little girls wearing their hair in braids. Now, please remember, generally we talk about hair, so it's always hair. Hairs is not the plural of the word hair, but we use it in some contexts. For example, there were two hair strands found at the crime scene. दो बाल थे, मतलब literally I could have count, okay, कि वो दो मिले हैं crime scene. In that context, I can say hairs in the sense of one streak of hair I am counting. In general, hair की बात होगी तो hairs शब्द होता नहीं है. You must know that. So wearing their hair in braids tied with red ribbons always took her back to her childhood days. Days can be childhood. Child वाले जब हम बच्चे थे. Childish is it can apply to anyone who is grown up but still behaving, acting as a child. तो वो days के लिए गलत adjective है. Then evoked nahi, evoking in her a feeling of nostalgia, a yearning to go back to the carefree life. So this main thing happened along with something taking place. तो एक चीज के होते हुए कुछ हो रहा है. This is the place where I use V1 ing, and this will help me get a phrase to complete the background of my sentence. So little girls wearing hair in braids tied with this. यहाँ पे little girls कैसी हैं, इस टाइप से हैं. took is main verb, so यहाँ पे verb का second form जो है वो little girls के लिए use हुआ है. These girls in such a condition always took, the whole thing is your subject by the way, took her back to the childhood days. Now the sentence is over, but there is more. The more thing, जो आगे वाली चीज है, हम उसे phrase form में यहाँ पर add करके बताएंगे. Next one. German speaking gentleman alighted from the fancy convoys. You alight from something. उतरने को alight from बोलते हैं, not alight off. The fancy convoys of limousines and made there, when we talk about people who are in plural, for them the correct pronoun is going to be there, H-E-I-R, but there is a temporary subject or can be used to indicate something, something's placement, okay, location. Their way towards the embassy where their arrival was awaited was how. Wait अपने आप में verb है. Now was के साथ verb third form, I cannot make this sentence into passive, which will not help me. So their arrival was awaited. The arrival, this is your noun, was in what kind of condition? Now I am using an adjective by a team of project leaders. आपको error free चुनना था. B part was error free, hence C option was your answer. Now this is connector question. Please read the instruction carefully. Answer is B. Good job. There are three sentences. You have to use two connectors and bring them together into one sentence. Okay. Okay. You also need to make sure of the order. So lunch is the biggest meal of the day. It often includes 3 or 4 courses plus dessert. Okay. Now these two are in the same tone. So definitely I cannot use while, whereas or but. है ना? Contrast तो है नहीं. B is in the extension of what is written in A. So A and B, they are going to come together. There are two details on lunch. Dinner is much lighter and eaten around 10 at night. Now this is the opposite of lunch. A और B की जो बात है उन दोनों का opposite है. So also this is the contradictory statement. तो considering कि मुझे order यही रखना है, I need to use whereas, and that would be the C statement जो last में आएगा. Answer is third and the second one. The students expressed concern about whether their college education would be worthwhile, whether they should find a job or not. Others shared that the large number of people leaving Spain to find job elsewhere. So students are now in this first sentence confused, they don't know what to do, right? And at the same time, others they shared a large number of people leaving Spain to find job elsewhere. So A and B are in contrast. We'll start with while. While students expressed concerns, some of them they totally moved out. Now, if already it already faces lower birth rates and an increasingly aging population, that's why young people are gonna get some good response there. Okay, so the reason they moved, वो आप since से बताओगे क्यों move हुए elsewhere in Europe that threatens the health of Spain. तो यहाँ पर आप since के साथ में जो reason है move होने का वो बता रहे हो. Answer is from the inner room, Bertero didn't see the two men enter the office. So the scenario here is the main guy didn't see the two men entering the office. This woman didn't see. She didn't hear any words. No, two things didn't happen. And when two things they don't happen, we use nor, neither, nor, or nor alone could be. So A, nor the second one. Okay, from the room, Hoteru didn't see two men enter the office, nor did nor she heard any words. आप उसको ऐसे कर सकते हो. She did hear. Some things didn't happen, but something did happen, and वो आप यहाँ पे but लगाकर C वाला सेंटेंस में कंटिन्यू कर दोगे. Okay, that evening, Eldana appeared on a prime talk show whose host seemed overwhelmed by the news. There is something that took place that happened in the evening. She said it was lamentable to send anyone to prison, let alone a democratically elected president. There is a reason why this host seemed overwhelmed because she said it was uh, very sad to know. So here is a show taking place where she said something, तो फर्स्ट और सेकंड के बीच में आप आराम से where लगा सकते हो, because शो के अंदर there is a location and there a thing is happening. She intended to carry out arrest in the next 48 hours. So in the B statement, we see that the person is saying it is lamentable to see anyone to send anyone to prison. But at the same time, she intended to carry out the arrest. So यहाँ पे तो contrast आ गया. However is gonna be used here. So आप यहाँ पे however use करोगे. Answer is C. Third and the first one. Much of the government faced insolvency. It's a negative statement. The minister's family had lived large. Live large मतलब ऐशो आराम से जीना. So these two things are happening where one side much of the government faced insolvency. Minister का family at the same time was living large. They owned 38 properties. Now, this is the extension of how large they lived. Okay. So, why I'm saying they lived large? Because since I have proof, तो वो आप यहाँ पे C में जोड़ोगे and A के साथ में आप B लगाओगे, while आप यहाँ contrast के लिए starting में लगा दोगे. While government faced insolvency, much of the government means many other people from the ministry. This minister's family आराम से रह रही थी because they had so many properties. Okay, so it went like that. So that's it for today's session. I hope you got to learn something. Connectors and starters questions are super interesting questions. They are one of those questions that decide, that differentiate between who is gonna go ahead of whom. Okay, there's some easy questions everyone will be doing correct, but then these are the decider questions. Okay. For those who are unaware of my class timing, so mostly I have classes 1:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays on this channel, then 1:30 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays on our other channel, which is CGB IBPS Hub. These are totally free classes for you. Good time of practice you are getting. Explanation, revision hota hai, usse variety you get. So try to join these sessions on regular basis for regular practice. Okay. So like and share kar dena session ko. Time for me to leave. So bye bye. Have a happy